Hi everyone. Today we're going to talk about our right arm position. The right arm and the right hand are going to be very similar to what we did with our left hand. So as long as you remember what to do with the left hand, you should be able to build on this really quickly. We're going to start the same way that we did with the left hand. We're going to let the arm dangle at our shoulder next to our side. We're going to let the hand be relaxed, and we're just going to let it sit there for a second. And then freeze it. Raise it up and take a look. Your right hand should look like that flattened C shape that the left hand looked like. Just like the left arm, we're going to avoid making a chicken wing with our right arm. We want to make sure that our arm is in line with the body, and our elbow is only about 6 inches away from our side. It all depends on your body size. Now that you have your left hand position set up, your fingers are on the whisper key, your fingertips are on the first, second, and third holes or the plateau key, and you're balancing on the weight of that first knuckle, we're going to put our right hand onto the bassoon.
Before we do anything with our right hand, we need to learn about the keys and the holes that we're going to be using. Take a look at the bottom of your bassoon. You'll see a cluster of these 4 keys that you see on the screen. The top one is your B flat key. The second one is your pancake key, named because it looks like a pancake. The third key down is your F sharp or G flat key. And your bottom key is known as your thumb G sharp or A flat key. Pause the video and find each of these keys on your bassoon. Now let's talk about the side of the bassoon that faces away from you. The top hole is your B tone hole. Next, we have your A tone hole. Below that, we have the G key. And at the bottom is a cluster of 3 keys, our low F key, our F sharp G flat key, and our G sharp A flat key. The pinky is responsible for all 3 of those keys. Go ahead and pause and find all of these keys on your bassoon. All right, let's find your right hand position. Watch these next videos first before trying it on your own. You'll see that with a relaxed C-shaped hand, we slide it over onto the bassoon keys. This can be done with either a crutch or without a crutch, depending on your hand size. Whether you have a crutch or not, the motion and the placement is the same. On the thumb side of your bassoon, your thumb should hover just over the pancake key. If you have a metal plate, you're allowed to rest your thumb on the plate. On the finger side of your bassoon, your first finger will line up over the B tone hole. You'll skip the next little key that you see, and your second finger will line up over the A tone hole. Your third finger will position itself over the large paddle key, our G key from the graphic earlier. And then your pinky will position itself on the low F key, the square-shaped key that is closest to the ring finger in that cluster of 3 keys. After you've found the correct finger placements, take a look at the top of your hand, at the place between your pointer finger and your thumb. Make sure this still looks like a C shape, whether or not you have a crutch. You do not want to let this part of your hand collapse. If you have a crutch, it shouldn't rest on the crutch. Rather, it should be hovering just above the crutch. You can touch it, but don't actually press against it. If you do not have a crutch, and there is a post there for the crutch, do not allow your hand to collapse and rest on top of the post. Keep that relaxed C shape at all times. And finally, your wrist should be bent towards you very slightly, only about 20 degrees. This should feel natural and comfortable. If it does not feel natural and comfortable, you might be doing something wrong and you need to fix it. Okay, let's watch it one more time all together. Now that you know your right hand position, in our next video, we're going to begin moving our fingers.